In dog breeding, you often hear the term EBV. What does it mean? EBV stands for Estimated Breeding Value. EBV is a statistical method used to predict the genetic quality of an animal, the quality of the genes it passes on to its offspring. EBV are used to give an estimate to the genetic potential of an animal for a particular quantitative trait. Quantitative traits are those traits that are controlled by many genes and influenced by the environment. Due to this reason, true genetic value is never known exactly. We cannot see genes and breeding values. So, we must use observed phenotypes to obtain estimated breeding value and estimated transmitting ability using different statistical methods. With the disease hip dysplasia, the most obvious piece of phenotypic information we can use is the animal's own hip score. But we can also use information from relatives, such as the sire, the dam, siblings, and progeny. EBV is expressed relative to the population average of a database for that particular trait. That's why you always see a positive or negative symbol with the EBV. Positive EBVs show individuals with the genetic potential or risk for hip dysplasia, which is higher than the breed average. Negative EBVs show individuals with the genetic potential or risk for hip dysplasia, which is lower than the breed average. For example, the average hip score in the database is 10.5 and the estimated breeding value of male dog A is -40. What does this mean? It means the estimated genetic potential of dog A is 2 standard deviations better than the population average. What is transmitting ability? Transmitting ability is the genetic advantage an individual passes on to their puppies. A parent passes on one half of their genes to their offspring. Puppies receive half of their genes from one parent, the other half are passed on from the other parent. So, the genetic transmitting ability of dog A is half its estimated breeding value and equals -20. Dog A has the genetic potential to produce puppies with hips better than the breed average. Now let us look at female dog B, whose EBV is +20. Her estimated genetic potential is 1 standard deviation worse than the population average. She passes half of her EBV to her offspring. Her genetic transmitting ability is +10 and has the genetic potential to produce puppies with hips worse than the population average. Now let us look at a mating between dog A and dog B. Dog A's estimated breeding value is -40. His transmitting ability is -20, half of his EBV. Dog B's estimated breeding value is +20. Her transmitting ability is +10, half her EBV. We add the transmitting abilities together to give an estimated breeding value of -10 for the puppies at birth. This mating has the genetic potential to produce puppies with hips better than the breed average. How should EBVs be used? The lower the EBV, the better. However, selecting any dog with an EBV lower than average will still lower the risk. It is important to maintain genetic diversity and not just pick the dog with the lowest EBV to avoid excessive use of a particular sire. Thanks for listening. Get involved. Scan the QR code and enter your dog's details.